Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay, I'm having my breakfast. Camo Dave, do you eat breakfast? Not really, but I do like my blue goodness. That's right. Let's see what it's got in here. It's got some, what's it got? It's got apples, bananas, blueberries, and blackberries. My sister's a nurse, and she always called this stuff. This is what's called pre-digested. Your food is it's digested before you eat it. It's already digested. It just has to get absorbed. Your body doesn't have to do much to digest this. It's not, it's not like eating an apple. And you have chunks of apple that your body has to digest. It's already digested. You just drink, just drink it. Good morning. It's Saturday. Time for Saturday. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Shamay. Hey, Doxy. Janice, Billy, and Walter. Nan Banana was going to be here this morning, but her internet ain't working. Her internet is on the fritz. Hey, the Swedes. I forgot. I still left the Swedes. The Swedes is still a mod. Oh, that's okay. If you want to continue to be a mod, yeah. Reverend. I forget. So anyway, we got a lot of mods here today, so we're in good shape. Hey, Susan. Good morning. Hello, Janice. It's another beautiful day here. We have had a beautiful week here in Morganton, North Carolina. Absolutely stunning weather. A little on the hot side. I would prefer it to be a tad cooler now that it's fall, but it's been in the mid 80s and the mornings are nice, but then it really heats up with the sun. We've had no rain, no thunderstorms. Oh, there she is. Nan Banana's got her internet back. Good for you. That's pretty good, So anyway, you never know. When your internet goes down, it could be a long time or a short time, Sometimes they do like upgrades and stuff in the middle of the night, and then it's about 7 a.m. it'll come back, something like that. And yeah, she's on Mountain Time, so it's about 7:29. So it's just about exactly 9:30 here. How's everybody doing? Good morning. So yeah, what do we got to say? What do we got to say? Any interesting topics? Again, the whole thing about Derek and the cat. We hope Jax the cat is doing okay. But anyway, a lot of people have been sounding off on that this week. Had to call the cable company to reset the modem. Yeah. Well, you can do your modem too. You just turn it off, count to 10, turn it back on. We reset our modem here sometimes 3 times a day. Turn it off. 1, 2, 9, 10, turn it back on. And then sometimes, you have to do that a couple times. Anyway, hello, Sue Kelly. How are you doing? We got our people from Arizona here. GB Moves. Hey, from the Electric City in Washington. Nice to see you. Why do they call it the Electric City? Oh, they had to. Okay, they had to. Yeah, they'll do that too. If you call the cable company up, they do something to your modem, and then they can play with it from their home office there. Well, it's nice they have good service on a Saturday. Our little cable company here, we're owned by the city of Morganton, Compass, not to be confused with Comcast. And hopefully you don't have a problem on a Saturday or Sunday because there's nobody in the office. You have to get some I don't know where they do some answering service, and so if you get them on a weekday when there's somebody downstairs in their office, we can literally just run downstairs. The city hall is the Compass office, and just run and say, hey, our internet upstairs ain't working, and they'll get right on it. So it's nice to be able to do that. We don't have to call somebody in India. Mr. Rockfish. Good morning. Is Rockford on his? There he is. Good morning, Mr. Rockford. How are you doing? Mr. Rockford has a couple old radios he's going to be shipping to me. I'm looking forward to that. I always wanted to collect some old radios. That would be fun. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Maybe I can stack them up here. We got high ceilings here. I need to find a way to utilize all that space up there. I could, I should build a loft in here. I should put a loft in here and then put some like spiral stairs, and then we could have 2 levels in my office here. I should do that. Open land, Sydney. Can you live in the woods for 27 years like Christopher Knight did in Maine? I sent email to. Wow. Well, again, it depends on, what kind of a setup you got. If you got electricity, and Wi-Fi in your little, I don't know, you could do that. People do that. It's 6:30 Saturday morning, 47 degrees, brr. The Cooley Dam. Oh, the Cooley Dam. So you're the electric city. I think we get hydroelectric power here because Lake James is about 5 or 6 miles to our west, and there's a big power station there. And I think that, what's it called? Duke Power. They have a big power station. You drive up there, and there's actually Power Station Road. And they have we're kind of like an extension of the Tennessee Valley Authority. The TVA actually did some projects in North Carolina and Virginia, if you do your history. Hey, Mark Thun Jones. Is that really you? Is that really you? Hey, you're looking good, man. I was looking at some of your Instagram pictures of your skateboarding stuff, and you're doing good. Keeping fit there in your, however, middle-aged skateboarder guy. Hey, I think that's great exercise if it's not too hard on your back and your legs. I ran a lot until I got to be about 40, and then my legs and knees and shins couldn't take it anymore, and so now I just walk. I walk, but I do a lot of walking. And by biking, I used to do a lot of bicycling, but my lower back and groin, and it's just all that stuff. I can't imagine how guys can keep skateboarding into middle age. It just seems like you just have aches and pains. And can you just use your closet shelf as a loft? I could do that. We could put the loft in the closet. That would be interesting if I turned the, yes. Because I got a big, ceiling fan here, which I like. I don't want to, lose the effect of the ceiling fan because I have no windows in here. But I could put a loft in the closet, and then we could use that for storage. That would work, but that would, I'd have to put a big loft in there. But that would be a good way to store stuff. I could have my radio. I'll put my radio room up there, and then I'll put a hole in the ceiling and an antenna up. Good morning, Odd 17B. Good morning, Danny McNally. Someone left a comment this morning saying Robin Quivers. Really? Hey, thank you, Desert Deb. If you'd like to help support the channel, it is October. So I would appreciate if you feel like throwing a few bucks over and help support the channel. That'd be great. Desert Deb, that is my first donation for October. So I appreciate that. Let me double check that. I have my internet going on the other computer here. Let's see. I don't know. I hope not. Robin Quivers. News. No. This is. Oh no, this is today's show. Robin Quivers returns to Howard Stern's show after beating cancer 17-month battle. That's 2013. I'm not seeing any news on Robin. If anybody knows some news on Robin, let me know. I am not seeing anything here. I hope she's fine. I don't know. She was battling cancer at one time. Man, I hope she's okay. That kind of worries me. I'm looking here. She's 69. Robin Ophelia Quivers. When Howard Stern came to Washington, D.C. in 1981 or 1980, that was his first big radio gig. He had worked in suburban New York for a while up in Westchester County. I think he worked in Hartford, Detroit at 4W. It was a station called WWWW. Then he came to Washington, D.C., and that was his first time really working at a major rock station and where he got really famous. And he met Robin Quivers there. Robin Quivers, that was back in the day when radio stations all had to do news. So she was the news lady at DC 101 for the morning. And they got together and they liked each other. And That's what happened. So and then when he left DC1, when he only lasted a couple years there, remember the Air Florida incident? The plane hit the bridge and the plane went into the river. It's awful. But the next day he called and wanted to buy an Air Florida ticket to the 14th Street Bridge. And that got him suspended. Other things got him suspended. And then he got fired. And then he went up to New York and went to WNBC. He took Robin with him. I spray paint space. Sometimes I do a Care Bear live the other day with alcohol markers, but mainly skateboarding while I can. Well, that's good. It's good exercise. If your back can take it, if your shins can take it, if your knees can take it, go for it. I'm sending some green snail mail soon. Oh, it's not going to be a pickle, is it? Ether Buddy's not blocked. You're not blocked. I can see you. I think Camo Dave has me blocked. You're not blocked. Why would I block the Ether Buddy? He's one of my favorite people. Again, YouTube's chat system ain't perfect. People put comments in the chat and they don't see them. That's common. It's all screwy. YouTube's screwed up, okay? You're not blocked. I've done that. I can see you. Maybe, anyway. Am I blocked? Bubba had Bubba Warbucks, and then somehow that got flipped up, and who knows what happened with that. But Ether Bunny, I can see you. I never blocked you, Desert Deb. I don't think so. Why would I do that? Got away from the Doxinator. Cool. Yeah. It was your morning upload, and 2 people gave it a thumbs up. Oh. If I throw him a super chat, he'll see me. I will. I will definitely shout you out. If you want me to shout you out, you want a pickle? Well, no, you hate the pickle. I know Ether Bunny hates. I will not play the pickle if you give me Bubba, give me $100 and we will not play the pickle all day today. No pickles. No pickles for the first week of October. Skateboarding doesn't hurt. Wiping out does. Yeah. Again, I can see skateboarding hurting. You're putting a lot of pressure on your knees and you're jumping around. You're a 40-some-year-old guy and jumping, like pogo sticking. You're going to remember the pogo stick? Do they still sell those? Yeah, wiping out would really hurt. Those guys that come down steps and then the railing, and then the railing hits right down here, and it's like, oh my God. I'm cheating the system by using mail. No 30% for PayPal or YouTube. Thank you. Well, PayPal only takes about 3 or 4%. YouTube is 30, but yeah. No, I know. I didn't want to break, Ether Buddy. I did not want to break the garbage disposal. And then I have to call the maintenance man, and he comes up and says, "Why do you have a plastic pickle in the garbage disposal?" "Oh, I just wanted to throw it away." Hi, Dave. Did you watch how Bill Maher rips YouTube and RV culture on his show? All the people want to be content creators now, and that's bad for everyone. Apple juice. I don't know. You either go to one extreme or the other in society. If you go to like the commie societies, you go to Eastern Europe, you go to Russia, places like that, China, they want only official news. And today we're on the other side of that, where everybody and his brother is a news source. I guess if you had to pick one or the other, I guess our way's better. There are definitely downsides with that. A lot of fake news and a lot of people manipulating things. I don't know. How do you get a good balance of that? We want a lot of different news organizations, but we don't want, these fakey things that we see all over the place. Why would I not be able to see a certain person on any side chat? Oh, Mr. Rockford. I don't know. Unless you blocked them. What you can do, you can hide particular people, even people watching. You can hide if you don't like Ether Bunny's comments. You just click on those 3 dots, and then you can hide Ether Bunny from your channel so you can't see his comments. Thank you, Mr. Rockford, Mr. Rockfish. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody in the music community starting yesterday, it'll officially take 2 weeks to get that mail. Yeah, from one part of North Carolina to another part of North Carolina, 2 weeks. People send me like priority mail. There's a very nice gentleman in Sacramento that sends me priority mail on a regular basis, and you're paying like $15 to get this like delivered like within 2 days, and it takes 3 or 4 days. Now I can understand if you're sending it just plain old first class, but if you're paying for priority mail, they should deliver it within the specified time. I noticed that everything that takes an extra day or two. It used to be that if you were sending something within the state, it would take maybe 2 days at the most. And now it's 3 or 4. And it's the same thing from Washington. Someone's sending me stuff from DC area. It used to take 2 or 3 days. Now it's more like 4 or 5. Add a day or two to everything. I don't know. If they want to keep the mail service running, why do they keep reducing the service? It's just ridiculous. You could have you can block people on the chat. If you don't like somebody talking about you, I've done that where you right click on it and just hide them. And then the problem with hiding somebody on the chat is you can't sometimes unhide them. They just stay hidden. It's not like there's two things in YouTube. There's blocking and hiding. And they're not the same thing. When you block somebody, you can go on my list on my Creator Studio and I can see everybody that's blocked, okay? And I can unblock them. But when you hide somebody, like on the chat, sometimes it goes to the block thing and other times they don't. But the problem is when you hide someone, sometimes you can't unhide them. So then you can never see them again, at least under your current situation, Pickle. YouTube, there's a lot of things screwed up with YouTube, and they all blame me. I put a comment up and I can't see it. I will do that I'll do replies on my comments. I'll hit a reply and it says error or something, or it just doesn't show up. I've had that happen to me on my own channel. And I'm going, am I blocked on my own channel? That happens to me all the time. Puddles, the pity party guy, did a YouTube Paranoid Black Sabbath. Oh, I have to check him out. The guy from Atlanta. Yeah, I enjoy watching that. I don't sub to him, but if I'm in that weird mood sometime, I'll go on the pity party guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You used to be able to go to someone's channel from the 3 dots and subscribe. I know. Again, that's a problem too, because sometimes people get in there and clone other people. USPS just announced yesterday that first class mail will take longer. I know. That's very true, James. It's crazy, isn't it? So we want more people to use the mail so we can make more money, but we're going to reduce the service. That's great. Hey, we have a store here. We want more people to come in, but it's going to be longer lines and slower service. Great. We've got a fast food place. We don't have enough people coming into it. We're losing money. So we're going to make it a slower. It's like brilliant. I don't want to get into politics, but Mr. Trump put someone as the head of the mail, whatever his name is. He made head of the USPS so that it would slow down the ballots coming in on the mail stuff. So whatever would happen on election day last year. And that, so he did. That was his job. He actually runs competing services. The guy who's running the mail service now actually has companies that compete with the USPS. So he's trying to slow the postal service down so his side businesses can work better. Yeah, and apparently Mr. Biden can't get rid of the guy. He has to appoint the postal regulators, and then they can get rid. It's a big mess. Yeah, Louis DeJoy, right. Yeah, he's messing it up. Yeah, he's like, he has businesses that compete with the USPS, so it's in his business interest to slow things down at the postal service, because then you'll use at FedEx or UPS or whatever instead. I don't know what services he owns, but he owns competing things, and it's all screwy. Hey, Boom Bubble Buster Pete, that's exactly right. That's Comcast's philosophy. Make the service worse and raise the price. Ding! We're Comcast. I think Bill Maher was talking about no one wants to do a normal job. Everyone, oh yeah, yeah. I know. Why do you want to go work in retail, or flip burgers or something when you can go on YouTube and be a creator? Hey, if you can do it, you can do it. I think most people that get on YouTube don't make much of a wage. I think, we do see, hey, Nat Cat Traveler 2021. Thank the Lord, my husband will be retired from the USPS in 30 after 33 long years. Uncle Dave is in the house. Hey, life. Goldie. Oh, there he is. Okay, Brenda. Brenda wanted to be modded, so I wanted to wait for her to hear. So I see her now. I am adding Brenda as a moderator. Congratulations, Brenda. You have made it to be a moderator. So it'll take a minute or two for your blue wrench to show up, but I can mod people very easily from here. Brenda. Anyway, his name is Johnny Bean. Check him out. Okay. Robin Quivers' comment came from Trey in Beantown. Oh, okay. I don't know. Usually if there's news about somebody, the googly thing is usually pretty good about. I'm just seeing here. I'm not seeing any news at all. It's pretty quick about things. Yeah, the latest news from Robin it's confused. Okay, it's confusing because it says October 2, 2013. It says October 2, 2013. So if somebody can see that and think it's October 2, 2021. The latest news here about Robin's battle with cancer comes up October 2, 2013. Wow. So, yeah, I think Robin's fine. Howard Stern mercilessly rips into Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Morgan likes Joe. I remember Morgan saying how much she likes to listen to Joe. He is a kind of a compelling guy, but it's kind of like Limbaugh. He's the new Limbaugh, by the way. I think he is. There she is. She's got a wrench now. Well, yeah, okay. She's a backup wrench. That's okay. You meet the qualifications. Oh, is Foresty Forest live? Good Lord, he's out there. Where is he? In Alberta? What's that, mountain time? It's 7. Well, I guess they get up early out there. Why do people, this is a question I always have doing the morning chats too. You probably do better doing evening chats, but I've, got in the habit of doing a morning chat on Saturdays that people seem to like, but do your chats in the evening, don't do them in the morning. People are, it's sad when we question if someone's cat is really sick, 50-50. We have seen that over and over and over again on YouTube, that people with sick pets and they really play it up, and it's kind of sad. It is kind of sad. I do think sympathy, I have seen this over and over again. Sympathy is a good way people can, get their views up, get their monetary stuff up on YouTube. Play the sympathy card. Wah, wah, wah. Now, I'm not saying that every time anybody comes on, they have a sick cat or a sick dog or whatever. But then they talk about, oh, the food's expensive, the vet care is expensive, it needs surgery, it needs this, it needs that. And people are, most people are good-hearted. And they'll, oh, your poor kitty, here's some money to help pay for the vet bill or whatever. But you can just see these people working it, oh, got to take kitty to the vet. I can make some money on that, you see that over and over again. It is kind of sad. You see people that gets in a car accident, and before they're out of the ER, somebody's already got a GoFundMe up, They haven't even they won't get the medical bill for another month. They're already dollar. I don't know. I think they ought to call it Go Scam Me. GoFundMe is starting up a new honest fundraising service called Go Scam Me. Only 13 people. No, we got 67 watching, Susan. 67. Got to generate some money to pay for the surgery. Yeah. Yeah. And then we see that all the time, Again, I don't know. That is YouTube, And I love those people that can kind of turn on the tears. They do the choke up thing. Oh man. Oh, I took my cat back from the vet and I just was crying the whole way back to the car. You got to realize it, okay? You get a pet, whether it's a cat or a dog, whatever. As it gets older, it's going to need health care and vet care and whatever. And, that's just part of it, I don't have it. When I was a kid, we had 3 dogs and my sisters had many dogs. And I love animals, but I'm just not up for cleaning up the poop and buying all the food and paying for the vet care. And it's expensive these days. Yeah, GoFundMe. That's right. Instead of getting health insurance, they now think, oh, I'll just GoFundMe if I need, an operation. And you see that on channels all the time. I don't need my, I don't need my insurance. I'll just go on and say, oh, the doctor said I need an operation. What am I going to do? And how am I going to pay for it? I mean, you do have to say that 7 guy, his truck was stolen. And literally before it's out of the driveway, he's already got a GoFundMe going to replace it. I mean, he didn't even give it a couple days to see what the insurance would say, or it was like, bam, that GoFundMe was up within, 2 hours after the damn thing was out of the driveway. It's like, that's the first thing people think about. You would think Derek would have realized the cat was sick. Yeah. I think, he's taking care of that cat. I think there's a lot of complaints now that the cat needs more vet care. I think it's got some sort of a tumor on one of its organs and he needs to maybe have surgery on that or something. I don't know. There's more to it. People are, I've noticed in his comments, there's people there saying, hey, you really need to do some more stuff on that with that cat. I don't know, When you get an old cat like that with health issues, it's not going to end. It's not going to suddenly take a pill and get better. It's whatever's causing the thyroid issues. There's other issues going. The cat's, at a certain age, and you get that with a dog. There's a lady here, one of my neighbors here. She has this Goldie that she walks, and it's an old Goldie, and I see her all the time walking it around the parking lot and over in the woods there. And the last couple of weeks, I've seen her walking to and from her car and stuff, and no Goldie. And then I saw her yesterday in the parking lot, and I said, what happened to the Goldie? And, oh, he passed away. He's 13, But, and she's choking up, and it's, that's part of owning it. You got to realize that it's going to cost you money. It gives you a lot of pleasure, but there's also an obligation you have. And, most people that don't have YouTube channels can't just say, okay, I'll just, I'll ask my neighbors. I'll go down the street and knock on the doors. My kitty's sick. Can you give me some money so I can take it to the vet? One of my sarcastic friends said, I should go to the Morganton pound and pick up the sickest dog I can find and then bring it back here and then put it on camera and go, I just got this dog at the pound. It's really sick. Will you please send me some money and then, pocket the money and just let the dog do whatever happens to the dog, or pretend I take it to the vet, I'm not going to do that. Is this related to the guy looking after JLR, the Bullhorns, that now has a GoFundMe for legal fees? Black Widow. I don't know. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, everybody. Junkyard Dog. He knew long ago when the other content kitty was bought. Yeah. It is my hope to get an adult cat when I find a place. Oh, okay. Again, there's nothing wrong with going to the pound and adopting an adult pet. That's cool. I think that's a good idea. But if you don't want to get a real sick one that's kind of going to die on you or something, or you're going to immediately. Well, who did it? We had somebody here that found a sick cat and then was looking for vet money to get it, which is, again, that's hey, if you're really going to use the money for the cat, I don't know. Yeah, get your motor running. I have content cats that I don't exploit. I suspect Jack says Cushing's disease. Yeah, I was talking to Doxy yesterday, and that's nasty too. I don't think that you don't get over that, right? It's kind of like a chronic-y thing that cats and people get as they get older. It's right. I only adopt money. I'll take old bills, new bills. I don't care. Man. Yeah. Sarah, yeah. It's a lot of work too with a puppy or a kitty. Puppies especially, they need a lot. Unless you can take them out and really exercise them. Those dogs, that's good in a way. If you get as an older person, you don't get your exercise. You want to be able to. It's good to put the dog on a leash and take it around the block a few times. But sometimes these dogs, I remember Tank the pit bull when he was young, man, he was just wanted to go running like crazy, and it was like, and he'd pull your arm like out of the socket. It was like crazy. That's right. So anyway, Danny McNally. So anyway, how's everybody doing today? It is the 2nd of October, Rocktober. So we got that going on. We got Lollapalooza coming up in, how long is that? 3 weeks. 3 Lollapalooza and the Camo Dave Papa Texas breakfast. Yeah, you don't have the stamina for, I totally get it. The problem with our place, and my friend was thinking of getting a couple of dogs. We are in an apartment complex on the 3rd floor, and it's quite a haul to get the dog to a place where it could poop. You know what I'm saying? Outside, if you live in a house, you have a backyard, all you do is open the back door. It gets fenced in. You just run it, just open the door, let the dog run, and then you got to go out later and clean everything up. You can do that. Or if you just, or if you have a leash, you put the leash on, you literally take it out front and walk it down the street. You're right there. Here, you're a good ways to get outside, okay? You got to go down a long hall, and then maybe you go down an elevator or a bunch of stairs, and then you get into the parking lot, and then you got to cross the parking lot before you get to the little dog run area. It's quite a... and that's okay for the now and then walk. But if it's going to be, I got to get the dog out quick, it's got to go. That's quite a haul to do, and then you don't want your dog to do its business in the elevator. Someone went after the bullhorns outside of Brian Laundrie's, because JLR went on his property to ask him, question about, because Brian supposedly jumped the fence when the FBI showed up instead. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I did a video the other day talking about how everybody's the judge and juror in these cases. Everybody, I'm doing the same thing with my friends. We're all talking about, okay, so what do you think Brian's doing? Where's Brian? What happened to Gabby? Could Brian be hiding in the mountains? Could he be hiking? Is he with a third party? Could he still be down in Florida? Could he be in some park over there? What's he doing? What happened with him? Is he guilty? Everybody's made their mind up about Brian already. Guilty, not guilty, whatever. If he's not guilty, then who else did it? Is the FBI holding back information about the autopsy? I mean, everybody, we're all talking about that. But I thank you, Shimei. I do have a Patreon now, patreon.com/Camo Dave. Go check it out. I'm not putting up any of my regular videos. I'm putting up some old stuff. I used to have that Cocoscope channel, and I'm trying to use it like Cocoscope, where I'm putting up classic Dave videos. And I'm also putting up some posts, that stuff I can't say on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, it's patreon.com/Camo Dave. But anyway, came home and hit the bullhorns, got arrested. Now he's GoFunding me for legal fees. Again, they shouldn't be able to do that. That's ridiculous. Number one, legal. They still have not charged with Brian with anything directly related to Gabby's death. They still haven't charged him. He's only been charged in allegedly using her or someone else's credit card for over $1,000. Okay, that's all he's been charged with. That's it. So there's no charges there on the Gabby thing yet for whatever reason. So I don't know. We don't get the autopsy details. We don't get why they haven't charged him. If there's evidence there to say that he's probably did it and they charge him, that's a whole different matter. But going after his parents or his relatives, they didn't, they may love their son, and they, back before this all blew up as a story, they were trying to help him out, figure things out. But to be out there protesting in front of his house is ridiculous. The family's house, and bothering the parents. Geez Louise. They're probably going through hell right now with dealing with all this crazy stuff with their son. And then they got people outside with bullhorns. I'm amazed the police actually allow that. But, Dog the Bounty Hunter has no real evidence Brian's on the AT, except that he stayed on it for a couple months before. Again, I think Dog is using this case to build up his, his kind of, let's not call him washed up, shall we? We won't use the term washed up. But Dog is busy, using this case to keep his image up there. Dave is officially an e-beggar. 40 million people will have their water cut back out west from the Colorado River Basin. That's right. There's a group called Beagle Freedom Project that tries to find homes for dogs that were used in laboratories. They will accept you if you will pay all medical bills for the life of the dog. Yeah. Dog, Clear Skate Creeper. How are you doing, Clear Skate? The dog is chasing a ghost. That kid probably committed suicide. I don't believe it was a murder, more like a homicide. Yeah. Homicide, murder, don't they mean the same thing? I thought homicide and murder meant the same thing, but maybe there's a slight difference between them. It could have been an accident, but then again, if somebody dies and it's an accident, you think you just call the police and deal with it, to go running from that doesn't do you any good, does it? It's like you accidentally run over somebody while you're driving. Okay, stop your car, go back, call the police, get some help immediately. Tell the police it was an accident. Now they might charge you with something and you might have to deal with a bunch of SHIT, but at least, that's what a person does when it's an accident. If it's an accident and you just drive away, you're then in big doo-doo, No. They will pay all the bills. Oh, they will pay the bills if they accept your application. Hey, Hidden Highways, how are you doing? Anyway, I do have a Patreon set up because I want to have a backup to YouTube, okay? That's primarily what I'm doing over there. And I just want to have something else going in case you never know with YouTube what's going to happen with YouTube, okay? I did that with CocoScope. CocoScope is allegedly going away. It's still technically up as of yesterday, but, I want to have some other platform up, and that's that, So anyway, not bad, Dave. Yes, Appalachian State, where a lot of the guys look like Brian. You probably go on any college campus and about 1/3 of the guys you see are kind of balding with, little funky beards, or they shave their head, funky beards, they kind of look like Brian, right? I just want to, I want to have backups to what I have. Okay. I don't want to put all my eggs in the YouTube basket. All my video, I'm not putting any videos up on YouTube that, all my videos go right on YouTube. Okay. That's what I'm doing. And if you want to hear some of my deep dives into what's kind of going on, that's going on Patreon, because I'm basically putting stuff I can't put on YouTube over there, because there's a lot of stuff I can't put on YouTube. And there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about on YouTube for whatever reason. So that's going over there. Yeah, if you're a crazed Dave fan, then And the other thing I'm giving people is priority access to my hotline, and I will mail you a thing maybe every quarter or so. I'll put you on the Christmas card list, and I'll send out a card or two during the year. But then I'll do kind of every now and then. I'll make a list of my Patreons, and if you want to give me your mailing address, that's cool, and I'll mail you some stuff. Briar Rose. Homicide is a legal term for any killing of a human by another human being. Homicide itself is not necessarily a crime. For instance, a justifiable killing of a suspect by police or okay, I get it. Homicide is anytime anybody kills someone else, but it doesn't refer to whether that killing is justified or not. Okay, so you can have a burglar, or you can have somebody break into your house with a knife and you shoot them, and you're committing homicide, but it's not a murder because you're defending yourself. Okay, I think I get it now. Murder is when it's in the negativity. If you're defending, there's certain cases of homicide that aren't criminal. Okay. Copy and pasted. Now I get it. Now I think I get it now. You're not signing up for I should do OnlyFans. Camo Dave in the shower. No, Ether Bunny, I just want to keep it real simple, okay? I don't want to set up a whole bunch of various levels. It's just one basic $10 a month level, and that's it. That's it. And a lot of the stuff I'm going to post on Patreon will be open to everybody, but I'm occasionally going to put, like I was fiddling around with it yesterday, I'm occasionally going to put stuff up there where I'm really mad. I want to do some deep diving about what's going on YouTube and stuff I can't talk about in public. I'm going to put some of that stuff, in the tier there, but, and again, I can change things if I want to do that somewhere down the line, but I just want to have it up now that Coco Scope's gone away. I'm thinking of, okay, I want to have a backup somewhere. YouTube comes to me tomorrow and says, we're demonetizing you, or we're shutting down your channel. I want to have somewhere where I can just jump over and keep going. Okay. That's what I'm doing. So that is my plan, Stan. And at least Patreon's a way to do that, but I'm not going to set up 6 different tiers. I have the one basic general support tier, and that's it. And most of what I'm putting on Patreon, you can already just watch for free. I do have 2 Patreons. Thank you. No, I have 2 Patreons for the $10 tier, so it's $20, and you get 18 because they take a cut out of it. That's how that works. So they're really only paying like $8, $9. Yeah, they take you. It's like 8%. I think Patreon takes an 8% cut. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Clearski. How's everything going there? I loved your video on Tower Records there. Where the old Tower Records used to be there in Portland. That was a good video. I love Tower Records. We used to have a bunch of them here in the DC area when I was up in the DC area. And I would spend, if it's a rainy Sunday, I'd spend the entire day at my local Tower Records, because you could just spend the whole day there looking through all their crazy piles of stuff. I wish Green Eggs and Jam was about 5 times bigger and was open on the Sundays too and stuff like that. And I could just spend, I'm bored this afternoon. I'm just going to go over to Green Eggs and Jam and hang out and look through I just love looking through old piles of old records. And that kind of brings me back to my Tower Records days. I hope Brian doesn't go missing as long as the Unabomber. Yeah, that's right. People do. They live in the woods like that. Jump over to Home Depot or Walmart as a greeter. I don't want to do retail. It's dangerous. Fox is reporting Brian has been found hiding in Dog the Bounty Hunter's hair. No, Patreon. I actually signed up for Patreon back in 2019 when I was in Athens, Georgia, because I'm always thinking about what happens if my channel goes down. And so I had the entire account all set up, but not made live. So I just went on there a couple months ago and made it live. Though they don't. They take 8%. YouTube takes 30% with the super chats and stuff like that, and the join stuff. But Patreon, according to I signed up for whatever, that's 8%. I could be a partner and co-owner of Green Eggs and Jam. I've often thought about offering my services to Stacy over there, saying like, hey, again, Morganton is a beautiful little town. And I've thought, hey, Sunday's a good opportunity. Everything closes on Sunday here. The restaurants all close. It's a weekend. People come to town. Northern Virginia, every Sunday's as big a day for shopping as Saturday is. But here in North Carolina, people really, it's go to church and sit back and relax. That's the way it is here. And I think it would be cool if more stores were open. Now, the big stores are open every day. Walmarts and all that stuff, they're open 7 days a week. And most of your fast foodies are 7 days a week. And most of your grocery stores are 7 days a week. But you go to the small shops around downtown Morganton, and pretty much everybody's closed on Sundays. But I thought that would be cool. Keep the store open on Sunday, and I'll come in for a couple hours. And, I wouldn't mind doing that. I think it'd be kind of fun. Just give me a tab. You don't have to pay me. Just say, okay, pick $20 worth of merchandise. If I do like a 3 or 4 hour shift, I get $20 worth of merchandise. I would do that. I think it would be fun. And I could have my live stream going while I'm watching the store. That would be nice. I could do it. Thanks, Camo. Yep, a lot of loitering at Tower. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was really shocked in 2006 when they went out of business. It was like, holy cow. We had one in Fairfax that was really nice. I had some friends that worked there. There was a nice one in D.C. down near GW University. There's one at Tyson's Corner, which is a huge downtown area of Fairfax. Oh, I loved going, and every store was different. They all had different layouts, and one store would feature a lot of jazz stuff. Another store had a huge book department. Another store had, every store was a little different. I really liked it. We used to have a chain in Washington called Olson's. I think they're gone too, but the nice thing, they had like 7 or 8 locations around, but every store was different. One store was focused on this kind of music. Every store had a different feel to it and was set up differently. So they were like different stores. It was really nice. I thought that was neat. If you were into weird, new wavy, progressive British rock, you'd go to the Georgetown store. If you were more into jazz, you'd go to the Arlington store. If you're more into bluegrass and Americana, you'd go to the Alexandria store. It was very nice. I need to get one of those Bose sound docky things. I need to do that. I see those CDs. I can play them on my computers, and I do have some nice speakers with my computers, but it would be nice to get one of those nice Bose things, and just because those really have good speakers on them. I might do that one of these days. But it's like they just sit there, right? I don't listen to them. I look at them. Sunday used to be a day off for everybody with family, GB. Yeah. When I lived in Jersey did not have the blue laws as much as Pennsylvania did. And all the stores in New Jersey would be open on the weekends, on Sundays. And Pennsylvania had blue laws, so everybody from Pennsylvania would cross the bridges and clog up all the stores at the malls and stuff. Would you hide Crotchy if he did away with a friend of, yeah. Crotchy. Yeah, Dave. What happened to the Doxinator? The Doxinator's gone missing. I don't know. Oh, yes, I would. I would definitely hide Crotchy. You remember when Tyson's Corner? Yeah, Tyson's Corner in the mall there, I think, opened up in the late 60s, and then it just turned into this giant downtown. I mean, they got, there is more office square footage space than most big cities. People don't realize that, A lot of DC is not in, a lot of the DC area is outside of DC. You go over into Northern Virginia, man, DC's got, what, 600,000 or 700,000 people. Most, Fairfax County's got over 1 million, and Arlington and Loudoun. Most of those people that live in the DC area don't even go into DC. They work in the suburbs now. And Tyson's Corner's got more square footage probably than DC does, or it rivals it anyway. Anyway, bass is sweet. Yes, I got these cheap little speakers. What are they? I forget. I got these cheap little speakers here. I like them. They work. I don't know if I can get. I can't pull it around. It's the cords are. They work really well. They give me nice sound. I'm not an audiophile like Johnny. What's his name? John Darko. Anybody watch John Darko? Send me I know. I need one of those Bose all-in-one things with a CD on it, and I can send me one. Send me one of those, please. You opened the Target. Oh, as a APTER, apter. You are an apter? Tyson's Corner used to be really cool. They had a Borders. They had a Barnes & Noble. They had, what did they have? They used to have a Crown Books that I liked. They used to have a really big, remember what was that store called CompUSA? Remember CompUSA? They had a big CompUSA there. I used to spend hours in that store looking at all the computer crap. There's a lot. They had Big Tower Records there. They had a really nice Army surplus store. There were so many cool stores there back in the day. And this wasn't in the mall. Then they had the mall. That mall was a whole other thing. Then they have 2 malls. They put 2 malls in, but just the stores that were up there back in the 70s and 80s was really cool. Oh, a part-timer when you were in the service. Really? Wow. I do miss Borders. Borders was a cool store. Yeah, all those stores went out of business about the same time as Tower did, back around 2006, 7, and 8. Borders was wonderful. Yeah, I loved going to Borders. My wife works and lives in Reston. I won't leave our no stoplight town here. Oh, yeah. Reston used to be nice. I think it's kind of going a little too urban. It's just a little too much. It's too crowded now. The last time I drove through Reston, which was with Brian back in March, I'm just like, there's a new building. There's a new building. There's a new building. There's a new building. It's just, it's crazy. And they closed the Best Buy. We used to have a Best Buy. We used to have a Best Buy and a Barnes & Noble in Reston. They closed them both because the rents got too high. It's like, I don't have to drive all the way to Fairfax to go to the Best Buy now. It's like here, we don't have a Best Buy here in Morganton. We have to drive all the way over to Hickory, which is 35 minutes away if you do 85 on 40. But it's probably good because I'd be wasting too much money over there anyway. So what else is going on, everybody? But no big news. I did a video this morning. Oh, Shimei used to work part-time at Borders and a barista. Yeah, they always had their own. I think the Borders used to have the Seattle's best coffee chain, at least the ones down here. They didn't. What was it? Barnes and Nobles used to have Starbucks in them sometimes, and the Borders would have Seattle's best. So they had coffee bars and stuff in the corners there. Yeah, they used to have a huge CD collection, and they used to have a lot of cool DVDs. A gigantic magazine. The other thing I liked about Tower, especially, was their huge CDs and VHS stuff, and huge book and record collection. Some of the Borders bookstores were really cool. I mean, some of the Tower books were really cool. That tower they built in Fairfax had a whole big bookstore in it. It was so neat. That's right, everybody. Hit the thumbs ups. Thank you. Shemaine pushing cough. Hello. Would you like a decaf? Anyway. Yeah, we used to hang around in Starbucks. We used to have a Starbucks group when I lived in Reston, and about 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody just gather at the Starbucks. And we'd order something, just so we could stay there. Order your tea or your coffee. And thank you, Danny. Oh, it's 10:02. That's right. Thank you, Danny. DLI, excuse me. How's everything in beautiful Georgia? That's right, Appalachian State. Go up there, and I should go up to Boone there and look for Brian. I'm looking for Brian. Mr. Pibbs. You want to hear Mr. Pibbs, huh? Adopt the sick dog. Money, money, money. My poor little sick puppy. I'll do. What is it? Well, there's a certain no one. I'm not going to mention who his name is, but his dog, Sierra, got cancer, and and then he did a GoFundMe, and I think he made like $17K. Wow. Yeah, they're probably the biggest. I would go there if I was looking for college today, and I'd say upstate would be pretty cool. Appalachian State. Boone is a nice town. I could see myself living up there. Peaches. I remember Peaches. We didn't have a Peaches in my area, Open Land, Sydney, but I do remember Peaches, yes. Yeah, I used to go when I was in London. They had a big Tower Records there in London, England. I remember visiting that right on Piccadilly. It was on Piccadilly. Yeah, it was right near Piccadilly Circus there. And then they had Virgin Megastore, which was cool, and HMV, I think it was called HMV. They had a bunch of big mega stores there in London, which is really cool. Oh, I don't know. Then we had a lot of the smaller stores in the Washington area. You had those little neighborhood record shops like Kemp Mill and Waxy Maxie's and stuff like that. Penguin. We had a place called Penguin Feather. They had a big bong shop in the back. I think they made more money selling the bongs and the smoking stuff than they did the records. They dropped the record prices down to list price. I mean, or to whatever. They loss leader. They would sell the records super cheap, so they would get you in the store and then sell you all the bongs and smoking gear. You go to the big box stores. I hate online shopping. Yeah. The only thing I online shop for are stuff like camo pants, because I like old camo pants that were from 10, 15 years ago. And you can find them in thrift stores sometimes, but it's much easier to look for that stuff online. But I still like going into stores to shop, like computer stores and stuff. I like to look and hold stuff and feel it rather than having to look, online stuff. Owings Mills up near Baltimore there. Yeah. That's a nice area up there, northwest of Baltimore, very nice suburb. I think Eli, the computer guy, lived up there back before he and his wife moved down here to Asheville. Bong. You prefer to shop online. Yeah. Again, there's some advantages with online shopping. I just do my Walmart. I'll do the Walmart like 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Just go in there, fill my bag up real fast, get out. I'm not a big shopping person. I really don't. Nordstrom. Yeah. When I was staying with my friend Greg up there in Bethesda, they had a big mall there, Westfield's Montgomery, whatever it was called. They had a big Nordstrom in there. That's not a bad store. I do like well-worn camo pants. I like it. People like, these things are pretty beat up, but I like them. I like to wear kind of beat up pants. Now these I've had for years, and then I cut them. I just like wearing that. Now Nordstrom and Macy's, you go in there, they do sometimes have camo pants, but it's like $50. I saw a really nice pair of camo pants in a Macy's up in Maryland when I was up there, and it's like $50, $60. I'm about $20 range. I'll buy them if it's 20, maybe 25 if I find a real nice pair, but I buy all my women's lingerie at Victoria's Secrets for the big and tall. I always thought that about you, Mr. Rockford. You have a strange attraction to the transgender, shall we say. It's like he seems to be a little too overly fascinated. Sometimes you have to shop online because the stores don't have things. That is also true. That is very true. It's like tea now. If you want to get some PG Tips tea, you pretty much got to buy it online because, it's hard. Certain brands are hard to find in the stores. That is very true. I've been to Potomac Mills once or twice down there in south of Woodbridge. That's a nice area. It's just they got a big IKEA there. Yeah, but I'm not into the ginormous stores. It's too much, You've discovered the convenience of Walmart pickup. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, I have a couple of friends. My friend out in Arizona there likes the Walmart pickup. Danny Lee. I just, I know exactly where. I don't buy a lot. I like my fruit juice. I like, certain kind of mayonnaise. I get some cheese. I like a certain kind of roll. Get a couple things like my Bolt House Farms drinks, a couple of subs, and I'm out of there. I go in 10 minutes and I got my bag filled up and I'm out. I can do that real fast. Rockfish has Aja's. I know. I kind of thought that Mr. Rockfish has a certain, he kind of keeps an eye on Aja. Send me some high heel shoes, James Rockford. You didn't see me jump out of the cake at Aja's birthday party. LOL, LOL. Imagine that. Surprise! Victoria's Secret quality has gone down. Yeah, I bet. A lot of those stores, Urban Outfitters and stuff like that. Yeah, some of their stuff's pretty cool. What are some of the other stores? But the quality is pretty rotten, And I'll do that. I'll buy some stuff on eBay, and it looks nice in the picture. And I'd say about 25% of the time it's got a big rip over here I didn't even see. I like thrift store stuff. We got a couple nice thrift stores here. The Burke United Christian Mission, very nice. They run a very nice thrift store here in Morganton, and they're very nice people, and it's very inexpensive, and they always have a nice selection of jeans and pants and shirts and women's and men's stuff and boots and whatever. And sometimes I go in there and I find some really cool stuff, and it's only like $4, $5 for a pair of pants. And and then if I get it home and I don't like it, and if that happens, at least I gave $5 to the mission, So I have no problem with that. It's a good cause. So I'll bring the pants back and try them on and go, nah, these are not right. And I'll just, what I'll do is I'll leave them in the mail room. Just fold them up and say free, and somebody takes them. Or you could take it back and just don't take it over to Salvation Army or Goodwill and donate it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting a beep. On my. I'm testing out this old thingy baby. It's beeping. Okay. I've been playing with my. What is that? Some rock pals. I've been playing with the rock pals. Yeah. I'm seeing how long I can run that light on my rock pals, and I think I'm about a week running it. So it's been working pretty good, and now it's beeping and telling me that the battery's out. Good morning, Mr. Rockfish. My tramp stamp tattoo, exit only. They get rid of the item and bring it into their own brand, instead Walmart, Costco, right? Briar. Yeah, a lot of nomads, Ether Bunny, are just less compelling right now. It is difficult to watch a lot of them. They get into like a rut. Okay, I'll do a little driving video, then I'll do a touristy thing, and then I'll show some gloppy food, and that's it, folks. And it's just like I look through. I subscribe to hundreds of channels, and I just I've seen that. That's boring. My pet is sick. I'm dumping my tanks. You know, oh, my hubcap fell off. You got CSN tickets from Peaches in 1970. Oh, okay. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. The other thing I liked about Tower, especially the one at Tyson's Corner, is they'd have concerts in the parking lot sometimes. They would actually do it. They'd rope off part of the parking lot. And they have a big tractor show, by the way, at the park I go walking in Catawba Meadows Park. Yesterday and today, they got a huge tractor show over there today. I should go over there and film something today. You want to see some tractors? You think my tractor's sexy? You need a better CD shelf that's not up to code. Junkyard dog. My transmission is slipping. I don't know, man. It's just that, I don't need to buy insurance. I don't need, I'll just get a cat, and I don't need to even have I love these nomads. They just go out, and we're not worried about whether we have savings account or an emergency fund. I'll just do PayPal or GoFundMe if I need it. I got my property tax bill this morning. Woo, not as much as I thought it would be. That is the payoff for living out in the county. Oh, yeah. Rosie O'Kelly did a video. I think she did a 6-hour live stream. Was live streaming all day yesterday. And she was talking about getting her property tax bill, and she was afraid to open it. She was like, should I open it? Nomads like drama. They would make a whole video about a hangnail. Again, that's the advantage of living in an apartment. No property tax bill. You don't own it. It's like, we don't have to worry about that. Oh, yeah, I did look at the sinkhole the other day. I was over at the post office, but I didn't stop and get my camera out. The sinkhole has gotten a little bit bigger, yeah. But it's still, this car wash is still kind of standing there. Nomads like drama. They would make a whole video out of a hangnail. Yeah. All e-beggars don't drive manual transmissions. Takes too much effort. I should go to the park today and film some of those tractor stuff. I think your tractor is sexy. I'll do that. That would be kind of a fun video for my Dave Hughes channel. Or maybe I'll stick it up on Patreon. I don't know. I should start a GoFundMe to fill the sinkhole with cash. I want to fill a sinkhole with cash. Well, yeah, junkyard dog. You never get rid of. Yeah, there's always a down. Yeah, the yin and the yang. Right. Your rent can. They can raise your rent when your lease is up, and yeah, I don't know. You pay for. Yeah, you do pay. Yes, the owner of this building is paying property taxes onto the city of Morganton, and they figure that out as part of your rent. Yes, I'm sure that's all worked in there. But, it does feel like, I don't have to get part of your rent payment is for your property tax. Absolutely. Got my property tax bill was nothing compared to California. Yeah, Lee, if you live in New Jersey, California, places like that, very high property taxes. New Jersey is a very high-tax state, I think, for property taxes, because you have all these little townships, all these little townships, towns, and they all have, school systems and stuff. The nice thing about living in like Virginia, you have these big counties that have the school system. So it's a scale thing. It's cheaper to run a big school system than it is a whole lot of little ones, because you don't have to duplicate all that stuff. Renters are paying the owner's property taxes in the, yeah, yeah. Might be surprised how many views. Yeah, I'll do that. I might need something to do this afternoon. I was thinking of going to that Sopranos movie, but I hate going to a movie when it's a nice day. I like, if it was a rainy, yucky day today, I'd say let's go to a movie. But I don't like to sit in a movie theater when it's a beautiful day and the sun's out. Unless, of course, somebody else is buying the tickets. Yeah, California is a very expensive place to live, as Rosie can testify. Danny Lee's HB Pro book died completely. I almost threw it away. A $20 battery fixed it, changed the battery. Heck, this is a $1,500 computer fixed with $20. This laptop that I'm working on now, I bought it at the Best Buy. It's an HP laptop, 2018, 2019, something like that. It's never worked right. It just has always been screwy. It's always been slow and weird. And I thought something was wrong with it. Maybe something was wrong with the hard drive or something in the machine. It just never worked right. It would always take too long to boot up. It would always do weird things. And I almost got rid of this. I almost just chucked this machine. And a last-ditch effort was literally wipe it clean and reinstall Windows from scratch. There is a way in your settings to just literally take an old computer, and before you throw out an old computer that's acting up on you, okay, always make sure it's not some sort of software corruption, because what happens with Windows is it puts in so many updates. Every week there's more updates, and stuff screws your system up. Some apps will screw your system up. Some programs will screw your system up, and it's like permanent software damage. So I always recommend, unless it's a definite hardware issue, like your monitor is not working or something like that, what you do is go into settings and literally just wipe the drive, completely wipe the drive, and then reinstall Windows, a fresh copy of it, and just take all the data off your computer. Just, back up everything, all your files, just wipe the drive free. It'll act like it's a brand new computer, okay, with a new copy of Windows on it. And surprisingly, that fixed everything. This computer runs great now, knock on wood. The sky is full of hot air balloons. What watched New Sopranos? Oh, you loved it. Maybe I'll go see that. I don't know. Yeah, that New Sopranos it's playing right around the corner here. I may go see it next week or something. I don't know. I want to do it on a day when the weather's not nice. My screen came off my HP laptop like a jelly sandwich. Oh, that's not good. You might want to get rid of that computer and get another one. Oh, Roland Rocks, thanks for using my husband's pics on your thumbnail on your live stream. Oh, he turned it into a muscle shirt, did he? That's okay. That's totally fine. Tell him to send me a new picture of himself with the muscle shirt on. I'd like to see it. I cashed out my 401 before January 2020 before IRS started taxing. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of YouTube videos now about the IRS now going to monitor bank accounts more closely. A lot of those people who have cash businesses, they just think they can get away with doing everything in cash, so they don't have to, file their taxes. Or they're monitoring now all these. One of the things they're going to be doing now in the 2021 taxes is send out whatever your interest statement is going to now have how much cash you deposited into your account during the year. So if they see a high cash deposit number, you might be, they're going to look more close. We're going to watch you closer. If they see you made X amount of money and then you've got X amount of that money in cash, yeah, they're going to wonder, So if you do get paid in cash, don't put it in your bank account. Just pile it up under your mattress somewhere. We're going to have to change the name of the chat, but either way, Gabby and Brian should never have been out of there. She wasn't ready in any way. Yeah. It's heartbreaking to watch that body cam footage from August the 12th there, the Moab Police Department. I mean, they should have, hey, Gabby, let's take you to the station, give you a cup of tea, calm you down, call your parents, and figure out a way to maybe get you back to Long Island. And then Brian can just take your van and, go back to Florida or whatever. But that's what they probably should have done. And that would have stopped, none of this stuff would have happened, right? Yeah, do send a new pic, Rolling Rocks. The Camo Dave News Army. Oh, anyway, what are we looking at? About 11:15 here. Got a few more minutes to go. Mason jar buried in the backyard. There you go. What's a bank? Any cash above $600, really? High cash deposits, yeah. I think they are. They said they're going to be watching that. A lot of people are doing that now, when they come by to repair, mow your lawn or repair something, handyman, they say, they don't want to run it on a credit card or whatever. They want cash, because then they just don't even bank it. They just, use that cash to go to stores and stuff. But it's a pain now. You want to use cash in a store. A lot of stores like Walmart's. It used to be you could use cash in any one of the self-checkouts or whatever. And now pretty much no. They're all the self-checkouts are only cards. So if you want to use cash, you got to go stand in a line at with a cash register, the cash lady or cash man. And those lines are usually long with people with carts. They've really made it a pain in the butt to use cash at a Walmart. And other stores are doing that too. I've actually gone into stores where they don't, you give them a 20 and they'll say, can you pay with a credit card instead? I don't even have a cash drawer in here, and all right, and I've done that. People actually say that, can you pay? I've had that many times. Can you pay with a credit card instead? My job makes my paycheck deposit, my bills draw out of it. Yeah. And that's it too. A lot of people use like eBay, not eBay, but PayPal as their bank. Banks' interests right now are nothing. It's like 0.001%, which is nothing. So, you can just fill up your PayPal account, just let the deposits pile up there and just pay stuff out of your PayPal. You don't even need a bank anymore. Just be like Camo Dave, work 3 hours at the recorder store on Sunday for 20. I do that. I would be fun. The record store. I do that. Just hang around. He's got interesting people come by and just give me some credit and I'll pick up some junk. I always find a whole pile of stuff in there. Yeah. Naked mud wrestling shirt. Oh, speaking of mud wrestlers, I want to do a shout out. I don't know if she's watching today. I want to do a shout out to Marie, RV Camper Marie. A very nice pile of stuff she sent me. Excuse me. There she is. I got this in the mail. RV Camper Marie. Look at that. She sent me a picture. There, she was here in Morganton over the summer, and now she's out working near the Grand Canyon. Her job ends at the end of August. October. And then, so maybe we'll get together sometime when I go out there in November. But she sent me a whole pile of stuff. I got this. I got a welcome to Route 66. I got a map of the Grand Canyon here. I got a Lake Havasu visitor's guide. I got a state highway map. I'm going to like this. That's very nice. A whole bunch of cool stuff. And a book on the Grand Canyon. So this is cool. Grand Canyon is very close to Williams there, where the Panda property is. Kingman, Arizona. Cottonwood, Prescott. So yeah, I got to read up on all this cool stuff I can do when I go out there. So thank you very much, Camp Her Marie. And look, Camo. That's very nice. How much should the police intervene in a lover's quarrel? Again, Lee, police, half the cases they cover now are domestic disputes. So it's hard to fault them on anything. Nobody knew where this Gabby and Brian case would go. Yeah, 10 items or less. I get behind people who have 2 full carts of stuff. Again, my pet peeve last week was I went to Mountain Burrito where I go a lot. I love Mountain Burrito. I don't know if I have a Mountain Burrito. Do I have a Mountain Burrito thing here? No, I don't. Lady in front of me was buying 40 burritos for a party or something. And they actually, she was in the line right ahead of me. And it was like a 20-minute wait. Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, yeah, again, if you're going to order 40 burritos, call ahead. Don't order it while you're in the line with a whole bunch of people behind you, some of whom are on lunch breaks and don't have 25 minutes to wait for their burrito. Do you get AIC? What's AIC? Hidden highways. I don't know. The use of credit cards reduces the possibility of employee theft. Yeah, businesses want to do that. They don't want to even have to handle cash. It's all done on the cards. And I get it. And I have a couple of cards and I'm fine with using my cards. I don't use cash that much, to be honest with you. But once in a while, if you want to, then you got to put stuff in the bank account. And then so you got to make deposits and this and that. And if you want to hide from the IRS and the feds, you do want to do it all in cash. And then you got to find businesses that take cash. Mall cop Rockfish speaks and everyone listens. Yeah. JK. I don't know. Everybody, I think that thing is that's that heartbreaking to watch that body cam footage from August the 12th there in Moab. Poor woman. You just see her crying there. You feel like screaming, "Get the hell away from that jerk! And here's your opportunity. Tell the cops. He's been mean to me. He's been this and that. And, get me out of here. I want to go back to my parents in Long Island." And they, take me to the police station. Get me a plane ticket back to Long Island. Bandanas out west. Cowboys. Oh, yeah, that's right. My beard will filter out just grow the beard longer, the mustache part longer, so it totally covers my mouth, and that'll protect me from valley fever. Yeah, same alibi as Brian. Hey, Campervan 73, the weather girl for nomads. Oh, is Line Screw 1 here today? I don't see him. I missed him. Hey, Line Screw 1. Hello there. Hello there, Andy. Hey, Darlene French. Nice to see you here. Minnesota 3. Always got to get caught up on all the people who are here. Celtic Nomad, always good to see you. Fishing and picking. Who else is here? Rolling Rocks. Most of scenic Arizona is about the 10 freeway, Grand Canyon, Sedona, Flagstaff. South of the 10, lots of low desert, long stretches of desert. Yeah. Yeah, Junkyard Dog. Again, it goes both ways. They were both doing things they shouldn't have been doing with each other, Gabby and Brian. There was a bad relation. It was what they call a toxic relationship. And they both should have split up for good right then and there, Oh, he did another video. Line Screw 1 did another video on cheap RV living Bob. Let me see that here. Oh, not CRVL this time, huh? Let's see. Campervan Kenny, expensive RV mistake. We get a camp chicken. Oh, gee, I really want to watch that. Van City Van Life. Winter is coming, heading for the mountains. Let's see, who other interesting videos here? Solar panels from SUV RVing. I've been enjoying watching Snow and Kurt a lot. The couple down there in Panama, great. I think they said they bought an apartment or got an apartment there in Panama City. I think they revealed that yesterday. I was kind of watching their videos. I was doing something, and I thought they said, we got an apartment. So that'll be interesting. Oh, you know what? Really got to shout out to 30 and a Wake Up Kevin. He did a really good video yesterday showing this beautiful apartment he's staying in a condo building just south of Bangkok on the beach there. Pattaya, I forget the name of the town. Can't remember the name of the town. Just beautiful place. Beautiful beaches, lots of bars, lots of clubs. This gorgeous brand new condo building with these beautiful apartments. He's up on like the 36th floor, 500 and something dollars a month. You could say if that was anywhere in the States, somewhere in a city, that'd be $500 a day, right? That $500 a month for this gorgeous apartment. Absolutely amazing. 30 and a wake up there. Kevin down there in Thailand. A lot of people use PayPal as a bank. Yeah, it's just, you can get a PayPal card now and just put, and then you don't have to do all the banking crap, Well, yeah, mostly all self-checkout here. Yeah, our Walmarts are the same way, but more and more I'm seeing, big signs at the self-checkouts that no cash, they're all cards. Sheep, I don't see Line Screw's video here. I don't know. I know I'm subbed to him, but I don't see it. Oh, there he is. Sheep RV Living says that Bob says that van life will save their. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I see his video now. I'll have to watch that. Again, Bob is one of those people. You either like him or you don't. There's both sides to that. Self-checkout should give a discount. Remember the old days when you got discounts for paying credit? When you're gas station, you get like a 3 cent a gallon discount for using cash. I think the credit card companies said they wouldn't allow that anymore, right? You're technically not allowed to give discounts for cash anymore. But that was cool back when you could pay cash at a gas station and get more gas. They should do that. Credit card companies, they do charge a fee to the merchants. So, when you're buying cash, they make more money on you when you spend cash at a store than when you do a credit card. Kenny talks bad about me on his new video. Okay. We all we say is nice things. We hope he's feeling better. Gosh, we did videos here about his kidney stuff, and all we said is we hope he gets better. And I don't get him. I just don't understand. He is so angry. He's such an angry person. He's got so much anger. He doesn't want anybody. He does not want any platform to have any kind of critical comments about him. He wants to live in a country where no one can say anything about you. Put your stuff on public. No one can talk about you. Hey, Russia. I only use self-checkout because I like to use the best looking cashier. Oh, okay. Boom. I'll do that every now and then if I'm at the Walmart, say 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes they're not busy then, and you can do a regular cashier, and I like doing that occasionally. I'm a so-called critic. Yeah, he calls me a troll and says that with the open sewer. Yeah, he keeps saying that about the comments. I tell you this, and I say this again and again, and this is my promise to you folks. If you see a comment, whether you're Kenny or Eric or Derek or Carolyn or whoever, and you think the comment is way over the top nasty, then you send me an email at camodavidgmx.com, copy and paste the comment, and tell me what video it's in, and I will most certainly go in and delete it. Okay? That is all you got to do is that. I don't hear other nomads doing that. I see people talk about me on other channels and they say horrible crap about me, and I will report the comment and it just stays there. Nobody does anything about it. I get the same treatment, but that's my promise. Okay. All you got to do, copy the comment, send it to camodavidgmx.com, put questionable comment on the subject line, and tell me what video it was in. And I will review the comment and probably delete it. I do that with my website. My website, I have comments. I have a mailbag page. That's the main part of my site now. If anybody tells me at any time someone says, hey, that comment was out of line, it was too nasty, I'll 99% of the time just delete the comment. I don't want to even mess with nasty comments. That's my rule, okay? He gets sympathy by talking like that. Oh, that Camo Dave is so mean. And then people come over and watch me and they go, you're not so mean. You're a nice guy. I get that all the time. You're so mean. Oh, they play on the sympathy. Sympathy gets the donations and gets the likes. Poor me. And it's kind of sad to see a guy do that. Poor me. Oh, they're saying stuff that's not so nice about me. I think he even said they said bad things about his dogs. I love the dogs. We love those beautiful dogs. I never, and you point out anytime I've ever said anything nasty about him, other than him showing the bills. I think that's a little weird. Every time he has something done, he has to show us the bill. Oh, I'm just giving you how much it costs. So, okay. But some people's going to assume that's, hey, you're trying to get a little bit of ka-ching to pay that bill, right? That's kind of the impression it gives. I'm not saying you're doing that, but it's what people may think. Poor me. I know. Oh, poor me. That's right. His views are down and he's blaming Dave. That's what they do. Blame the critic. Nobody came to our movie. Well, the movie sucks. No, it was the critic. The critic gave it a bad review, but maybe the movie really sucked, I don't know. What do you think of the conspiracy that Brian Laundrie killed? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's silly Bender. Jesus Christ. That Lee, Max and Lee? No, that's ridiculous. See, that's how nutty everything's getting right now. It's just nutty. Anyway. All right, folks. We're popping here at the 1:30 mark. That's about it. I can't do a 6-hour live stream like Rosie can. I just can't do a 6. How do you do a 6-hour live stream and not just go nuts? 1 hour and 30 minutes is about I start going, The Bob makes 6 figures. Yeah. Again, I guess my issue with Bob, Cheap RV Limit Bob, is Homes on Wheels Alliance is a C103, whatever they call it, 501c3 charity, whatever. And he makes money and his associates make some money. They pay themselves out of the donations. It's like a lot of charity groups, and then a certain percentage of that money goes to actually do the charity thing. So they skim some money off the top. You pay their administrative costs out of that. And if you give them $1, they may only use 40 cents of it for the charity work. The other 60 cents or whatever goes to pay their overhead, and I don't, 6 figures I make a 6-figure salary, $1,000, but the cents are 2 figures. I always think that's funny. I live on a 6-figure salary, which is $1,000. Like the guy who brings up the vet bill and smiles and says, let's go for a ride on. Yeah. I mean, he's at the same time he's trying to raise some money for the poor doggy. He's got a brand new Harley. It's like, whatever. If your live stream lasts more than 2 hours, go see a doctor, right? All right, everybody. Thank you the troll channel, Hey, again, I always say this. If there's a comment you really feel goes over the top, copy and paste it, send it to camodave@gmx.com, put questionable comment on the subject line, tell me which video it was in, and I will certainly take a look at it and probably delete it, okay? Don't just bitch about it. Oh, there's mean comments. It's my promise to you, the viewer. I mean, we're trying to make the comments nice, and, hey, we do bop a lot of comments, and we do block people. I have 50 people blocked right now, something like that. Some people say nasty stuff over and over again, but, and we do miss things, okay? YouTube's comment system is awful hard to police, but I try to allow a good amount of freedom in the comments. And again, if you find a comment, you can don't have to use your main email. You can pretend to be whoever you want. But if you put a questionable comment, email to me at camodavidgmx.com. I will definitely review that comment and probably agree with you and remove it. But very, very few people take me up on that offer, okay? Maybe one person a week will actually have me review a comment. So I'm just telling you, I will do that, okay? Oh, he attacked my mods' trolls. Shamay, Noreen, Brenda, you're trolls. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Anyway, I'm an ex-cage fighter. That's right. Oh, I have to show you my pajamas. I don't wear these are what I wear to bed at night. I got these in the thrift store the other day. I really like them. I'll have to do a show in these one night. I sometimes just wear these. These are Thai boxing shorts. I'll wear these just as my sleeping. These are my PJs. I think they're funny. And they're really nice. They're kind of nylon, silky things. This is what I just sleep in some nights. Anyway, so yeah, I'm a cage fighter. All right, everybody, that ought to do it. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Too much information. Now I'm boxing. They're comfy. They're very, very comfortable to sleep in. I don't want to read his comments. I don't care. I'm supposed to. I know he hates my comments. So what? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what he said. He's just doing the sympathy ploy. Poor Kevin. Oh, he's a big, strong man, and he's all upset because some old lady writes nasty things about him on my channel. It's like, come on, you're a big, strong man. Oh, they're saying nasty things about me. Oh, I'll make sure you know what he said. Oh, there he is. Let's see if I can read these. They try to defame us. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Old Spice, smell like a man. What's he sending me here? What is this stuff? I'm trying to see what this stuff is. I don't know. I'm trying to see what this stuff says. I'm an old babbling idiot, and I'm too stupid to realize that I'm making real enemies in the real world. I am an open sewer of a comment section. He said that before. Yeah, he's oh, poor Kevin. Hello, Lou. Oh, nice to see you, Lou. Sidewinder. Lou, how are you doing? How's everything in beautiful Burbank, California? That's right. I am looking. Don't see me, PayPals. Don't PayPals. Anyway, I want to thank Desert Deb, Rockford, and Danny. Thank you very much for your kind donations this morning. I do appreciate it. What else are we looking at here? Again, what else? Checking all the latest news. I think Robin Quivers is alive and well. Boom. How's Jacob? Yeah, how is Jacob? I honestly have unsubscribed from Jacob the Carpetbagger. We only live about 2 hours apart. And, I'd like to go visit him someday, but I'd like to meet Christy, his wife. She seems like a nice lady. We can talk about REM. Yeah. Kevin and Felix, they just seem like the best of friends, don't they? They just do. So it's nice. It's nice. Again, we have said nothing but nice things about Kevin. Hope he got through all of his nasty, health issues, and we're all good vibes to Kevin. I've been doing that every time he posts anything on Facebook. Oh, poor Kevin's back in the hospital. The guy just, he's just full of anger, and that's part of his problem. I think he needs to get rid of the anger. You need to get that, that anger is not a good thing. Holding all that anger in. Maybe it's time to maybe get off of YouTube for a while. And because you got people, what you do, you put your stuff up in public, people are going to talk about you, Anyway. He said after his kidney thing a while back, he's going to be a changed man. Well, he's the same old Kevin, the guy who cannot change. Kevin is going to be Kevin. And that's that. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You just can't. Oh, Jacob was with Adam again. Yeah. There's that big 50th anniversary of Disney, right? That's going on, Disney World there. So I'm sure all the Disney freaks are down there. I just have unsubbed from them. I'm sorry. I like Disney. I was down there twice with Stormy back in 2019, but I am done with Disney. Okay. I just don't care. Oh. I know. Again, it's the sympathy. They got to, the sympathy is a big deal. Always get everybody, poor you. You got to wear a t-shirt, poor me, Yeah, I don't either, Lou. I can't take it. Disney, grown men, 50-year-old men, it's my constitutional right to go to Disney. It's like, you can't close Disney. How do I do 2 weeks without going to Disney? Grown old men, yeah. By themselves in the park with a camera. Yeah, at least go to Six Flags, right? Anyway. Oh, it's Pride Week. Okay, that makes that okay. Now we hear why they're going there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget every night at 7:00, we're going to have a call-in show. Every Saturday night at 7 p.m., we're doing our call-in show right here on the Camo Dave channel, 571-419-0463. So we'll take your calls tonight. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And, that's all we say. Thanks for watching. What? 7 p.m. Yes, that's 4 p.m. your time, Lou. If you want to call in, call us in, 571-419-0463. And, tell us what's up. All right, Ether Bunny, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, Lou, call in tonight. It's at 4 o'clock, okay? If you're not doing anything at 4 o'clock, 4:30 there in beautiful LA, give us a call. And I'll be out. I'll be in San Diego probably sometime right before Thanksgiving, Lou. So if you can get down to San Diego, maybe we can, I don't know, we'll meet up with Timmy from the Vlogger Puppets, and I'll buy you both Burger King Whoppers, okay? 1,500. Is that how much? Is that your PayPal donation? Thank you, Lou. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'll see you later, Gator. Vlog under.